Hi everyone. So I just showed how we can install R and R Studio on a Mac computer. And in this video, I want to talk about how we can just get settled and started with Bioconductor and download some of the packages, because I talked in other videos about Bioconductor, why it's so great and awesome. And I kind of glossed over a little bit about how we install BioCManager and then Bioconductor. But here I just want to show some hands-on examples. So again, a Bioconductor gives us access to a lot of different packages as well that do various things, biological strings, working with it. Biomart is the example we will look at, microarrays, digital gene expression data, short genomic alignments, so many things that we can do. Make complex heat maps. I also love this one too. This one is KEGG graph, KEGG pathway in R and Bioconductor. There's just so many tools out there. But let's go back to Biomart, right? So it looks at Biomart is essentially like, all this genetic and database and information that is available there, for like Homo sapiens, for instance. There's just so much, data that we can get. And this is like what Biomart looks like, has a lot of information. And now there's an R interface that we can use. We can look at different databases. This is like the plant edition. But what I want you to see is that Biomart lets us use large amounts of data or without needing to look at the databases or write very difficult structured query language queries. Ensemble provides Biomart users direct access to a diverse set of data. And, you can look at gene annotation, database mining, just a set of, like behind the scenes database of gene information and genetic information that we've gathered, integration of genomic data sets with the R Bioconductor package Biomart. So there's a lot here, but I just want to show how we would install this here, right? So if I just go into R and I tried this without first installing BioCManager, I would have a problem. So this first part always sees if you have BioCManager installed or not. And the way to install it is very similar to the way that you install most CRAN packages, Comprehensive Archive Network. You just have to do install.packages, and then you write the package name in quotes. The same for installing packages, basically, in CRAN. But except here, what you're going to do is we're just going to make this, the package name here is going to be BioCManager. So we're going to firstly, that's what we're going to do here. We're going to firstly install that packages BioCManager, which is what I did here. I just did like install that packages BioCManager here. So it downloaded it here to my, from cran.rstudio, it's downloaded it here. And that's what I just did this here. Now, if I want to download Biomart, the way to do that is now that I have BioCManager, because it's a Bioconductor package, and also if it's a CRAN package, you can also do that, but you could just get away with doing install packages if it's not Bioconductor. But for Bioconductor packages, we need to use BioCManager install. And then we can put in the package name here. So install.packages, BioCManager, this is typically, install. So just some rules is that install.packages, and then when you have package name, this is typically for CRAN packages. And then BioCManager install package name is mainly for Bioconductor packages, but can also work for CRAN packages. But what you'd want is you wouldn't want to really call this per se, but like, for CRAN packages, but it would still work for it. So the way to install, this is the way to install the package name that you want. So what we will do, I'm just going to comment this out for now, but what we will do is we just want to install BioMart. So else I would do is I'm going to see, okay, it's BioMart. And this is the same for any package. If you want any package, you'll see for BioMart, they even just tell you again that, you know, the way to install it is this way, BioMart. But for another package, for instance, like chip peak anno, for instance, you'd have to do the same thing. Firstly, check if you have Bioconductor or not. And then you'd have to install the package chip peak anno, which is what this is here. So it's always the same. They just put it there for your reference and convenience. So now I'm just going to select this and then just run it. So it's going to get it. And it's installing dependencies and other like CRAN packages or other packages that it Bioconductor packages that it needs to run it. It's going to download all of those. This can take a while, but you're going to see that to begin with, there is BioInformatics that we have just installed here. But you know, access the Bioconductor project package repository, which is basically those over 2,083 software packages as of now. So there's no BioMart yet, but once we finish this, we can either do library BioMart. Oh, okay. And update all, some, or none. If you put A, that means update all the packages, you know, that you need, and even old ones. Update only some. You put an S for updating some, or none. I'm just going to put N. I don't want to update any of them yet. But what you'll see here is, what we will do is if we can just click the refresh button, right now you'll see that now we have BioMart here. So if I do library BioMart, it's going to load it in and you'll see that this will get checked. You see it got checked. Either way, I can either check this box or do library BioMart. But I recommend this way because like if you're writing a script and you're rerunning it, you don't want to have to remember what to load in here. So this just shows you how you can download you know, any package. So let me just show another example. Let me just randomly choose, for instance, let's choose, yeah, let's just choose gene network inference with ensemble of trees. Inferring gene regulatory networks from expression data using Genie3. So it's the same thing, BioInformatics install, and then package name here for Genie3 is just here. So I'm just gonna directly copy this and I can show you again for another one, how we can just install this. See Bioconductor, so this is this installed. Please load BioMart package in workspace. And you'll see that, you know, before we don't have this, you know, we don't have this Genie3 yet here. It's not there yet. So now we've done this. This is downloading Genie3, so I'm just going to do none. So, you know, installed. And then I can do like Genie3. But before I run this, I can just also just refresh this to show you that now we have our Genie3 here, which is this. I can do library Genie3, or if I click this, it's the same thing. And gene network inference with ensemble of trees. So there, I showed you how to download two packages directly in, you know, how to download Bioinformatics along with two packages. So I hope that this was helpful for you guys. So please do reach out if you have any questions at all, and please like and subscribe as well. Thank you guys so much, and I hope that everything goes great for you guys. I'm Sanya Kuller, and I'm happy to help. And a key idea is that if you're not sure if a package, if it is like for instance, if you just don't know if a certain package is like in Bioconductor or not, and you're trying to run some code, then you can just like basically call BioCManager for it, and it should kind of, you know, do the trick and take care of that for you. So if, for instance, like you are, you know, not sure about do parallel or D or RNG, and you need to write it or run it for your programming analysis, then I just recommend, you know, just using BioCManager and putting this in here, because what if hypothetically, I think this is in general CRAN package, we could always look it up online, but if we're not sure, BioCManager allows you to, again, install like, you know, package name, please, it could be CRAN packages and or Bioconductor packages. Whereas doing install.packages kind of just limits you. So if you do package name, it kind of just limits you to CRAN only. And an example of why we need this, like let's just find another example here. So why would that be helpful? So let's just look at something like, let's say that I want to download a GeoQuery, get data from NCBI Gene Expression Omnibus. So with a package that I don't already have. So it says for me to download it. Again, GeoQuery is the name. But let's just say that instead I just did install.packages and I did GeoQuery. Then, but again, before I show that, I wanted to show you that here before I do that, I just want to show you that this is like, you know, how I installed do RNG, and this worked for me as well. But if I try this for GeoQuery, a version of this package for your version of R might be available elsewhere. See the ideas here. So it gives me some problem with downloading this if I do install.packages GeoQuery. So the idea is that I do need to have this instead. So this does not work for Bioconductor packages. Only works for CRAN packages. Whereas BioCManager to install works for both Bioconductor and CRAN packages. This one is more flexible. So now I have to do this instead, and this will work then. So let me just show you, let it just get downloaded, and then you'll see what I mean. And if I then do just library, geo, it's there. And it also attaches or downloads any other applications that you need. But that just kind of you know, kind of reiterates why, you know, it's important to be able to kind of use BioCManager, because it helps you download the Bioconductor repositories. In fact, I was able to download, as I was showing you guys, I was able to download this DORNG package. I was able to download this using BioCManager. And if I actually look up this package DORNG, it's actually a CRAN package. Whereas, you know, GeoQuery, actually a Bioconductor package. But I was able to download them all, you know, either this is a CRAN package. And this is a CRAN package because doing parallel is not something that is alone to Bioconductor. Parallel executes in sequentially and in parallel. So this is a CRAN package, you know, uses parallelization to run very complex code. You know, people have shown, like, you know, you can be more parallel in R and do more with do parallel when you're writing loops in R. How do you parallelize it so that, you know, your computations are less intense and they happen a lot faster? How to take advantage of the cores on your machine as well, or on a server, how to just make your code run faster and to distribute the orders. So I guess a little bit more technical, but basically this is a CRAN package. And this is also a CRAN package as well, you know, comprehensive archive network. But this is a bioconductor package, but I could install all of these here using BioCManager install. But this guy did not work for me. This only works for do parallel and do RNG, which are CRAN packages, and this works for either. So this is more flexible. So basically, when in doubt, if you're not sure, just go with BioCManager. But you'll, of course, you'll get an error anyways telling you, hey, I couldn't install this. So maybe check elsewhere. Then you'll know to check CManager, check Bioconductor, but that's just a way to check, like, is this maybe by default use BioCManager if you think it's biological related. So thank you guys. And if you want to download like multiple packages together in Bioconductor, just kind of like list them out as a set of packages that you want to download. You know, you can just list them out as a vector. So what that means is that you can just do the following. Like if you want to install the zoo package, mix tools, R bouquet, any packages in general, you can just do BioCManager, ::install, and then you can just list it out as a vector of packages to install. Zoo, mix tools, R bouquet, and then it will install them one by one by one. That's just another way to do this installation process, where instead you're kind of just like focusing on what you need to download all together, or we can even just have them as packages to download like a vector, and you can just list them here inside this. Any packages, it's just a vector. So if I run this here, I now see that I have a packages to download back right here. Here, packages to download. And I can then do BioCManager install these packages. And I'll go one by one, install zoo, then mix tools, then R bouquet. And I can update all the packages that are needed, like old packages that are needed. I can just do none if I don't want to do this, right? But I've already had this. If I want to reinstall some packages, I can use force equals true, but I've already downloaded these three from before. So it's just going to say use force equals true. So if I want to re-download packages, I can just do force equals true, and it will help me reinstall packages that have already been installed. And I do have another video, like let's say your bioconductor packages are corrupted or no longer working, or your CRAN packages are such, then you can just, reinstall them using force equals true. So it's, installing these packages of zoo, mix tools, and R bouquet, just as I had mentioned. I'm forcing it to install again, even though they're already there. So in short, this is sort of how you can do this. And, I can install the packages that I need as a list, and I'm just going to do none for this. And if I look at my packages, for instance, I'm going to see that I have I have zoo. Yep, S3 infrastructure for regular and irregular time series, for instance. I have mixed tools, tools for analyzing finite mixture models, and then R bouquet, R interface for bouquet. And if I click a package, I get all the description file, guides, package vignettes, and other documentation. I can see what all I can do with the given package. It's really neat in the help section. And then there's a viewer section. This is the plots and packages, and we'll go over this more in other videos, but I just sort of wanted to show you kind of what's out there and how you can install Bioconductor. Bioconductor's BioCManager can install not only Bioconductor packages, but also CRAN packages. What you typically install using install.packages. Those are CRAN packages, but BioCManager can also install those. It's just that, CRAN's installer of install.packages, parentheses, any package does not work for Bioconductor packages. We need to only install those through BioCManager. So BioCManager is what can install both Bioconductor packages and CRAN packages, CRAN, Comprehensive R Archive Network packages, and beyond. And listing out the packages in a vector that you want to install is a great alternative because you don't have to keep on doing BioCManager install this package one, then BioCManager install package two. You can just kind of list them out in one shot. So this is kind of an alternative to which would have been that could have just done this manually, repeatedly. Instead, we could have just done this like, install Z. And then we'd have to do the same thing for mix tools. And so this is like one by one, which may not be ideal all the time. We have to put mix tools here. Again, we have to write the same thing, takes up a lot of space. So perhaps it's just better for you to put them, like have all the packages that you need here and then list them, list this packages to download vector here and then download it. This force equals true. So please note that force for packages you already downloaded. And if you're trying to re-download it, and I have a video kind of talking through how this could be a troubleshooting method in case you have a package that's just not working properly and you need to re-download it because maybe it's corrupt or something's going on. Otherwise, you don't really need this force equals true. By default, force equals false. The first time around, when you download a package, it's the first time the folder has not been created. But once you re-download it, it's kind of already like pushing it in. It's already creating them in your folder of, for our packages. And, it's downloading from here. But again, it's just important for you guys to know that you could do it this way, put them all together as one. And you could even list the vector in here directly. You don't have to have this line here, or you might have to do this one by one by one. So it's up to you guys how you prefer to do this. And whenever you finish downloading them, to load them in, you just have to do library and then the packages that you want, like Zoo, for instance. Either that, or you can just kind of go here, as we talked about, and just click this check mark and it will do library or bouquet. So I hope that this was helpful to you guys. So yay, we saw how to install Bioconductor and how to install, so yay, we saw how to install BioCManager to install Bioconductor packages and potentially CRAN packages too in this video. So do stay tight, do watch my other videos related to Bioconductor packages in R. It's gonna be awesome. Thank you guys. And there is cute little Yangshi as well. Hi little guy. He is so sleepy. So thank you guys for watching. It's cute little Yangshi. Hi, little guy. Hi, little guy. So if this is helpful again, please like, please subscribe, please share, please reach out with any questions. And we have a lot more bioconductor packages that we're talking about to help you guys get started with this. So please don't fall asleep with me on that, just bear with me. Thank you guys and have a great day. So again, I'm Sanya Kule and this cute little sleepy cat is cute little Yangshi.